Minecraft worlds are near infinite. They've lived for many years and will likely live for many more. There are countless things that happen well before the day you fall into this unknown land, all counting down for you to appear. The ocean sways and groans, dancing with the moon as howls fill the night sky with a sweet melody, celebrating. Moss reaches out, blanketing the grass and stone from all to come while the sunflowers sleep. Below, a bat squeaks at the bottom of a cavern. Above, a villager harvests one final carrot before the night truly begins. The world was peaceful enough, and then you came. It's your first day. There's so much to do. Where do you begin? How many riches will you plunder this time? How grand will your farms be? How much land will you chart? Could you even chart everything? Are you really alone? When questioned about life in the universe, most people would reason that there is simply too much of it for there not to be more than us out there. Earth is no anomaly. It's just the only one we know of right now. The Minecraft world is very similar. It's about 30 million blocks in every direction, or about 5 times the size of Earth. You never know, there could be more people a million meters away spawning in and punching their first tree in tune to yours. It may be unlikely, but I sure wouldn't doubt it. Would you be there to prove it wrong? Just real quick, I hate to pull you from the video like this right before the good stuff, but if anybody feels like subscribing or liking, that would be a real honor, I'd appreciate it. An anarchy server called 2b2t is likely the most explored world in existence, and there are still countless blocks that have and will never be seen. There's a lake and a mountain out there, never to be conquered. You'll just never know if something is there. Sure, you can deny it all you want, you can go about your days and nights mining, building, farming, exploring, but how well will you be preparing? The Wither, known as the hardest mob to fight, can easily be trapped with bedrock, or fought face to face with the right armor. The real threat is the one you never see, the one that hides around that weird-looking tree, or just beyond the wall of that mountain behind you. That is Herobrine. I rarely play survival. Not because I mostly build, or because it's challenging. I genuinely can't ever get past this weird feeling I always have. Call me paranoid, but dread and Minecraft always go hand in hand for me. I could be fishing in water that gets a little too dark before the bottom, or passing a cave that I'll never explore, or even watching as my screen darkens before sleeping the night away, letting 10 small minutes pass for anything to happen outside of my walls. It'll never feel just right to me. It always feels like something is watching me survive. When I was 8, I had my first and last survival world. I spawned on an island, literally thousands of blocks from shore. It was one of those seeds that you could search up with dozens of diamonds under it if you mine right, the type to lure you in, Upon this island, no bigger than a city block, I built a cobblestone house. It had grass floors, a seat facing a painting, a small redstone staircase to the second floor that you could only access from outside, also leading to an identical room with a seat and a painting. In the back corner there was a hole, 50 meters deep, unlit. It led down to my mine, and my most valuable storage that I thought was safe. I almost had to give up on the world after spending weeks lost, wandering the nether like my own personal hell. F3 could have saved me, but again, I was 8. Every once in a while, my little stone house on my little island in my little Minecraft world pops back into my head. I always wonder if I was safe, surrounded by the infinite ocean in every direction. I never did make a boat to try and find shore. That computer is in a landfill somewhere, along with the world. The strongest fear is not the jump scare, or the reveal of anything of that sort. It's the feeling leading up to that, the type of ache you get in your stomach that could live there for hours, churning until you decide to notice it, and by then it's already winning. It's less scary turning around to see something behind us than it is standing there and letting it exist unseen. I wouldn't ever wish for my worst enemy to hear the sound of wood breaking behind them as a deep cave sound plays through their ears. This may not be the intended effect of Herobrine, but it's the one that I can see. Herobrine isn't seen because he's so much worse than that. He's the wind on the darkest night of the year. He's the window-tapping trees that make you question if you're really hearing branches. He's the dark corner of your room, or the lamp in the corner of the street that just doesn't light enough of the woods up past the fence. He is what lies just past your render distance, walking away as you walk closer. He is what doesn't let Minecraft settle softly. Sure, this may sound paranoid in nature, but it's really just a tale, speculation if you will. Though every once in a while I think about it and it just doesn't sit right. Nostalgia and liminal spaces go hand in hand, as you may know, and for me at least, Minecraft has many nostalgic places that just sit and stew in our memory. Some we all know, but some we can look at and just feel uneasy. I remember building everything with wooden glass. There were so little blocks back then. Mining took courage. And God forbid your first cave. I liked building my own mines. Being in control is comforting. I think for many, the occasional dread of Minecraft comes from the memories we have. 10 years of exploring the world, building anything we feel, crafting tools, and designing sprawling mechanisms. It begins to have the same power as a record player in an old hotel hallway, or a paved road in a desert, or the rocking of the ship during an overnight voyage at sea. Herobrine just really encapsulates that. You shouldn't just trust everything so easily. I've barely actually talked about Herobrine in this video because I'm trying to explain the unseen presence of him, or really the feeling that he gives me. Maybe you agree with me there, maybe you don't. I'd rather you come out of this video though having experienced that uneasy dread that I can never knock when I play Minecraft. It's a show don't tell world, right? And many things in it are much scarier when we only think about them. The reason we don't see Herobrine is because that is his weapon. He never needs armor, and he'll only rarely have a sword. He is an image of the dread that runs all throughout the Minecraft world. He makes you wonder what's deep in the sea, or down that cave, or behind those books in your bookshelf. Like Cthulhu, you'll see him only in your final moments. After all, showing the monster makes the terror disappear, right?